I, Divine, bringing you one of our 2v2 EAW championship matches, Group D, between Xerns and Ormylar and Lany and Moonshield. Both very old school players, so this match will be hopefully exciting. Hopefully we will not get another 2-0, but with that said, we will go meet the challengers. Hello, everyone.
Hey there.
Hello.
How are you all doing?
Good. Patiently waiting
Alright.
for the match to start.
Yeah. Sorry for the
Waiting.
delay. A lot of stuff has happened. I was thrown into this job, but since the delay has happened, I'm not gonna hold up anyone else. But I'm only gonna ask one question for each team before we
Okay.
start. Lany and Moonshield, what do you think of your opponents?
I think our opponents have a good shot at winning the major.
Yeah, I think from all the opponents we have in the group stages, this is gonna be the closest one.
Okay.
Probably, maybe. Up to you.
Okay. Ormy, same question, and Xerns. Well, actually, should we probably get into a game so we can see Xerns' response?
We have a lobby hosted.
Oh, okay.
Lobby's open. Yeah.
You're welcome
Alright.
to join.
Do we want to rehost it because of the error?
Later.
So, same question to Ormy and Xerns.
Oh. Same answer as theirs, really. It should be a good game to play. And perhaps we'll go to 3 games, we'll see. A 2-0. Maybe 2-0. Well, yeah, I'm fine with 2-0.
For us.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I mean, to be fair, you guys did take a game off me and Lany, so you guys are a strong team.
So who's the higher seed, though?
Yeah, I don't know that, so that's all on you guys.
I see it is Moon and I. I've just looked it up in the brackets.
Okay.
Okay. We'll go according to the brackets then. So ban phase then, right?
Yep.
We are banning. Double checking. Okay, I'll type it out here. Yeah, ban Kuat.
Okay, Moon.
I forgot what we tried to ban. What we wanted to ban.
Okay, I remember. We thought about banning Dagobah.
Yeah.
Dagobah, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Man, no love for Dagobah.
Hate that map.
you hate that map too?
Who doesn't?
It makes you feel any better. I also hate that map.
Man, no love for Dagobah around the community.
I mean, the only fun thing about it got patched because we've been unfair in term and play. So.
To be honest, I like that map because it's one of the easier maps to win like 1v4 against noobs.
Okay. Interesting thought process there.
Okay. Ban.
What's the next step? Another ban? No.
Kashyyyk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kashyyyk is banned.
Okay,
Didn't you pick that last time?
Did we pick it last time?
Or was it the other team?
Yeah, we did.
You played it, that
Yeah,
I
we played
remember. Yeah.
But we gave away our no baseline strategy, so we have to scratch that map now. So.
Good point.
Interesting strat.
Okay, so now we picked a map to play, and you guys picked the
Correct.
faction, yeah? Okay, so just furiously typing. Okay, we picked Bothan.
Okay.
For game 1.
What do you think, Moon?
But I don't really care. You gotta win everything, so.
Then let's pick Empire.
What color do we have to pick?
We are the bluish ones. Can I have
Bluish one.
green?
Maybe. Oh,
Thank
no,
you.
I'm pink, huh?
And Ormy needs to pick something reddish. Yeah.
Gotta love the tournament rules.
Could I have orange, please?
You will love it when you're casting and wondering what faction that mine belongs to. Because 4 plays is really confusing. If they are all over the rainbow. Move into separate rooms, right?
Yep. So
May I
good
have
luck to
orange,
both of
please?
you all.
Actually,
May the
maybe
best
rehost
team...
the room.
Yeah, rehost first.
Okay, I'll host.
May the best team win. I will move you all to separate channels.
All right.
Have
you.
fun, ja.
Okay, wir hören uns ja trotzdem, ne?
Bist du schon drin?
Ich bin noch nicht drin, gib mir eine Sekunde.
Okay. Alright, there we go. Everyone is moved. We are ready. The first map is Bothawi. Oh wait, I didn't rejoin. There we go. Interesting enough, Lany and Moonshield decided to pick Empire into Bothawi. A very controversial choice in my opinion, as the map, in my opinion, is kinda rebel-sided. So we'll see how this works for them. It will probably, in my opinion, it'll probably be freeload for Xerns and Ormy, but we'll see. Apparently there is something happening. Would help if I go spectator. Also, the stream is on a 1 minute and 30-second delay, so I will be able to somewhat respond to chat. Unlike the normal 5-minute delay where you're playing, you're watching a map behind. Match is taking forever to start, as usual. Typical EAW match. Alright, we are in. We have Xerns and Ormy on Reb side, left side Ormy, right side Xerns, with both with a decently quick start. Top side is Lany, bottom side is Moon. Both teams with a typical start. Usually how you play this map. This map is very basic, I would say. Interesting choice not to build the turret, though, I will say. I guess he's just wanting to save money. Somehow Ormy was not able to get to this turret, though. That must be a big error on his part. As Xerns was able to get to this turret, and that will probably get up, considering that that's probably not enough DPS to take the turret out before it gets shields. But with this happening, I can already see Empire has a huge advantage already. But, you know, also typical of Ormy to be the one who makes this blunder, just saying. Very typical stuff happening. Also, if anyone in chat wants to ask questions, be my guest, because nothing exciting is really happening. Typical Bothawi. Moonshield able to take out the turret. I would assume that rebels are close to teching, Ormy is Ormy actually, even though he didn't get the turret, he did a really good job killing all these ties. But I think that's a lot. That's probably gonna be a lot of money invested when he should be going here. Because that's a lot of money invested to not having it Tech 2. And they got Tech 2 later. However, Rebs do have map control at the moment, so we'll see. Ormy deciding not to build this. Interesting. Both teams now at Tech 2. Ormy throwing, as the chat says. That is correct. This mine actually gets built by Lany. Wow. So, Rebs are throwing away their rather large advantage, I would say, by allowing that to happen. Ormy doing absolutely nothing with these. Question, why is Ormy throwing? Oh, well, here we go. A tartan at the base mine. If only he had this turret. If he would have built this turret, it would have been some rather good defense for them. Why? But to your question, why is Ormy throwing? Well, Ormy is Ormy. He's known as the king of throws. He, if there's a way to throw the game, he is prime #1 candidate for it. Moonshield building this mine now. Somehow the map control just completely swapped between Rebels having full map control to having, like, no map control. They still have the advantage at the moment because they're going to kill this mine, but oh, that seismic charge hit both. So this fight will determine it. Empire has a huge advantage right now, considering Han has been hit by 2 seismic charges. Yeah, that Han is kinda injured. Rebels doing a decent job. Ooh, another seismic charge. This fight is definitely going to go to Empire right now. Up here, the mine has been taken out, so now Rebs are back down to 0 economy. 1 Han is dead, 1 is about to die. So yeah, this game... This game is not looking good for Rebels. Rebels are broke as a joke. And with no heroes on the field. They do manage to have another Han, but I don't know if... I don't think they have enough for another one. Oh, they do. So now we're back to 2 Hans. Seismic charge hits the Han. The Han needs to not engage these 2 Bulbas, which he does not. He does the smarter move. It looks like Empire is actually just as broke, though, because they should have built this mine, and they haven't. So they probably don't have a lot of money either. This Han's taking out this Tartan. Ormy's doing a really good job right here, using his X-Wings to kill this Tartan. So if they can get this back up and running, Empire don't... Oh, actually, the space station's hitting the Corvette. Ooh, that's not good at all. This is This is a no-no. I can't tell which color that is. That's actually Xerns. So Xerns is letting the station kill his Corvette. As well as being engaged by 2 Bulbas again. Ormy did get this mine up. But Lany and Moonshield have this mine. Oh, and another Tartan just warped in. Okay, so this is more than likely GG. If they can't kill these 2 Bulbas in the next couple seconds. Because this is bad. And the fact that this is about to die. Oh yeah, we're gonna zoom in on this one. These 3 torpedoes right here. This is done. Oh yeah, there we go. So this fight kind of determines everything. I don't think this Han will survive. This Han needs to just book it and regen shields. And this Han is about to lose. Bad. Empire actually gets this mine up too. So yeah, this is where I would call GG. I will say, out of all the years of playing this game competitively, I have never seen someone let a Corvette die to the proton missile hardpoint on the station and not move the Corvette. That's a new one. That will be a stream highlight for sure. One of the Hans died, and both Hans died, and the mine stays up, as well as getting this mine and missile turret up. This is not good at all for Rebels. Xerns also, X-Wing being spotted. Bulba coming down to check this mine. He will see that it's been built. This is a very unfortunate game considering Rebels had a big advantage. Even though Ormy didn't build this turret, he still won the fight. But not building this mine and letting Lany build this mine at the beginning of the game is kind of what kind of shifted. Because Xerns did a really good job of handling Moonshield down here. And GG is called. Yep, that's unfortunate. 4 Hans to 1 Bulba. That's not good. At all. Felt like more, Ormy says. Yes, Sype, actually. Vernie vet command incoming to the server. That is 100% going to happen now. Because I've never seen that before. I don't know if you have, or someone else in chat has, but I've never. I guess we should update the score real fast. One minute AFK, maybe 2. Map bans. Those were Kuwait and Dagobah. Oh yeah, and Kashyyyk. I forgot 3 bans. Made sure to let them know that Rebels threw the game. Also, again, if anyone Ormy seems a little salty after that match. Like I said, Ormy being known as the king of throws, he is known to throw pretty much any game that he plays. Like, it doesn't even have to be Empire or either, it could be any game. I know Scythe had a very terrible experience with him a few years ago, which we call now Army 6K, where he invested 6,000 credits to kill 1 mine and still didn't kill the mine, and ended up throwing the game. Well, I say Kuwait or Kuwait because I've heard it pronounced both ways. I'm pretty sure that Kuwait is the way it's actually pronounced. Maybe I'm wrong though. I'm not gonna say I'm right. I could have swore I heard somewhere in Star Wars, like, some Star Wars show, it was called Kuwait. Anyway, Lany is back. Hopefully we get to see the next map soon. Oh, Ryloth. Interesting choice. This is actually one of the newer maps in the game. It was actually an old map. Technically it's an FOC map, but it was actually an old map that was converted with the EAW Gold Pack CD version. And for some reason, when the game was brought to Steam, they never brought those maps, which also Kuwait was added to it, as well as a few land maps, which was Polis and Ryloth. And I think there was another one. I'm not sure though. No, I think it's just 4. It was 4 maps: 2 land and 2 space. Rebel. Ooh, Ormy with the Rebel pick on this map. Both, honestly, both teams have picked, in my opinion, the worst faction on each map. Lany picking Empire on Bothui and Ormy picking Rebels on Ryloth. I don't think for this map specifically, I don't think the nebulas are what make Rebels weak. I think it's just the size of the map, it being somewhat small. Oh, Kuwait or Kuwat. Kuwait or wait, how do you even pronounce that? Kuwat? Whatever. I don't care. No more about Kuwait, Kuwat. Who cares? It's pronounced some way and no one knows. No one in the Twitch chat can give me a certain definition or a certain pronunciation. Oh, change color. Thank you, Mr. Lany. Okay, they're rehosting anyway, so it doesn't matter. Carson, you're so bad at this game. Yeah, that is true. Ormy, I don't want to be me on stream though, so we're not gonna go into that. What was the third? Oh yeah, Polis. Polis had both land and space. You're right. I forgot. We all forgot about Polis because no one likes that map because it's pretty much unwinnable for Rebels. However, we do plan to fix that eventually. Here we go. You do not have the current. Ooh, what? Wow. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna have to use the custom game one. All right, so we've Kuit. So we've run into some technical difficulties. Here we go. Me joining Lany's game. I'm now known as EAW EOTH Bomber / Divine. EA. A 3-head drafter. Yeah, I did not run the scripts, Nico, at all. I'm gonna be honest. I did not run the scripts. Wait, I don't even have my own map installed? What do you mean? Safe? Oh, okay, they're probably just getting I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about because I'm on a 90-second delay, but hopefully we can get this match started soon. I'd like to, I don't like to just sit here in the lobby. I guess Ormy and Xerns were discussing secret strats, special tactics. Alright, finally. Hopefully no sync error happens, but this being Empire at War, more than likely going to happen. Especially on a mod map. Oh, it does not. Ooh, okay. It's been a while since I've seen this map. Okay, so interesting. Both teams choosing to ignore the pirate base off the start. I would expect Empire to ignore it right away, but not Rebels. Considering, Oh, Empire did not ignore it right away. They actually hard commit to the pirate base. They're actually building turrets. What is going on? Is this a new meta? I don't know. So, Army choosing to build both turrets, but not the mine. Army doing some good damage right here. Xerns, his mine's getting attacked. Their base mine's getting attacked, but that's not gonna... Unless there's an IPV going to be dropped here, I don't think they're going to be able to touch that. Xerns gets the turret, but doesn't build the mine either. He actually loses the fight down here, so he has no way of building that mine anyway. Army did a good job killing this mine, so at the moment they are up. Well, this one's going to fall more than likely. So, yeah, IPV comes in. So that's not good for Rebel side. Like I said, I don't think ignoring the pirate base completely is good, especially when you only have. You could even what you could have done is just went here and then straight to pirate base, but that's a different story. Unfortunately, that's going to kill the mine. So Empire at the moment is looking really good, considering their base mine hasn't even been touched and is nowhere close to being touched. Empire is also stalling this. I don't see the point in building these two turrets and having no intention of building the mine, because you're investing almost 2,000 credits into not getting anything for it. This mine is now under the control of Empire. They're more than likely not going to build that. Yeah, TIE Scout's already out for Empire. Where's Boba? Boba warps into the back with another TIE Scout. Interesting. This game, in my opinion, is already lost. So, I guess Army and Xerns being the favorite to win this tournament. I was honestly debating ranking them seed 2 going into playoffs if they won this, but they kind of got smashed. Not gonna lie. I don't think they can win this game. The decision to not go for this kind of costed them, because if ooh, okay, well, this is definitely GG. They're about to lose both Hans as well. Well, one Han split off, but just out of range of those proton torpedoes, or it would have more than likely died. Rebels will need a lot of luck to win this game, because Empire is probably floating on a lot of cash. Tartan just came in to destroy this mine. This mine will be out of commission. Ooh, the Tech 2 Pirate Fighter coming out. Now, that is not something I expected for them. I guess Moonshield's kind of broke or something to even build that unit. I don't know if they have the money for it, but they need to build both these mines at the same time to even have a chance to come back into this game, I think. But I don't think they have the money. I don't think Empire has money either somehow. Oh, okay, well, here's the tartan right here. Yeah, that's... Oh, they build their base mine. I will not say the line, Carson. I am very respectful. Okay, yeah, they have to be broke because there's no reason to build an IPV at this time of the game. So Empire is actually like low on cash. So if they actually save this mine, they could be in a really good spot. I don't know if they will. They might actually. Yeah, they're going to save this mine. So Rebels actually does have a chance that they can actually get Han out from this. Because for some reason, Empire has not built their base mine still. I don't know if they're trying to make the game look interesting. Xerns doing a good job at delaying these two Bulbas. But I think the Bulbas should split off and go for this pretty soon. They're not. They're trying to kill Han. More pirate fighters are coming out. Yeah, I think they're saving for Han in hopes to, but the problem is they're going to have to save for 2 Hans. Because that Han is about to die. Oh, they finally do build their base mine though, so that is good. I mean, like, Rebels have complete map control. Second Han coming out, is it at the base mine? No, it's at here. Lany warped in a bomber. Interesting. So both Bulbas are killing this. Not very good for Rebels at all. Obviously. Oh yeah, you can see the credits. Interesting. I actually forgot about that. Thank you, Nico. I forgot how to read them though. That's a problem. So 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so 300 and 100, I believe, if that's correct. So Empire has 300. Oh, wait, is that 300 or 3,000? That's the problem. I don't know if it's 300 or 3,000. I would assume that's actually 1,000 because there's no way you could afford that tartan. If not, so yeah. So both teams are actually floating quite a bit of money. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's another Han dead. Yes, okay, that is definitely 1,000. Empire building this mine. Surprisingly enough, I think Rebels could have actually came back if they played it perfectly. Because now that I know that they have credit, or what the credits are, I don't know at the time if they were broke or they wanted to save for units, but I think if they weren't broke and they wanted to save for units, it actually hurt them, the Empire side. Because if they would have just built this mine, I think they would have just won. Because there's no way Rebels could have contested that mine. Okay, so you have one team less than 1,000, and then you have one team with 1,500. About to be 1,600. This mine is up. I want to say that this is going to be a 2-0. I don't want it to be a 2-0, but I believe it's going to be a 2-0. Okay, thank you, Nico. 100 equal 1,000. So yeah, Empire now building their base mine again. They're gonna have 2 mines to Rebel 0. Not a good sign. This is most definitely GG. A lot of things I've noticed, even playing some high-level games today, is that this stuff right here, what we just witnessed, the Han versus Bulba micro used to, like, back in the day when everyone practiced a lot, it used to favor the Hans, but I feel like a lot of people are still like really rusty for high-level games, including myself, because I ran into the same issue today, where it used to be we were better at fighting Bulba and Han and vice versa, but now that it seems like a lot of people are better at using Bulba than they are Han. So the Han micro is slipped a bit in high-level play. But, you know, that only improves over time. Oh, we got 3 TIE Scouts, 2 by Lany. I guess Lany really doesn't want to lose his TIE Scouts. Now they're just pretty much cleaning up the rest of the map. I assume that Ormy and Xerns are taking this time to talk. They already know that they lost, but they're probably trying to, you know, decide why they lost or figure out why they lost together. And as this game is pretty much over. Oh, Y-Wings. A nice little bomber attack on their mine. Oh, we have an ACK. When players are able to afford these right here, you know the game's over. Let's read this tooltip. Speed 2.2, vision range, build time. Huh. Very, for the TEM mod, we added a lot more detail to these. It's very cool to look at. It shows all the stats of the unit. They are definitely dragging this game out. I don't know what secret plan they have to end this game, but I mean, they must have something in the book. Han Solo will probably stay off stage. He does. A nice little trick by high-level players. Ooh, Vernie actually hitting him off stage. Well, that is GG. Unfortunately, a 2-0. I was hoping for a better match. Xerns and Ormy were honestly favorites to even potentially win the tournament, But based off that performance, it looks like they're going to need a little bit more practice. Let's go talk to them. But first, we should update the map. Alright, move everyone into one channel. What is up?
Hey,
Oh.
You should join our lobby so you can see Xerns talking.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. I always forget about Zerny boy. That was a lot different than I expected, not gonna lie. I expected at least a 2-1 minimum. But
maybe even a 2-2.
Maybe. But yeah, so Ormy, why do you what happened?
Which game?
Well, both games. We'll get your opinion. You and Xerns.
First game, the first mistake I noticed was not even checking that top middle mine. And I didn't even realize I had it built for the longest time. Plus, also, I sort of waste my time with my X-Wings a lot in Boston because I usually wanted to hit that mine like later, but then he threw a Corvette. I was like, oh, okay. And then like I kept my X-Wings hidden. I managed to get some use out of them later, killing a Tartan, but for the most part, my X-Wings weren't that useful. So.
Okay.
And I don't know. I actually sort of got tilted in the first game. I actually sort of made mistake after mistake. I'm just like, Vernie was telling me just to chill. I was like, okay, all right, I'll just relax.
One of the biggest things I noticed was at the beginning of the game, Rebels had almost complete map control, and I honestly thought the game was kind of like going into that snowball effect where Rebels are just going to snowball and win. But then, yeah, you gave up that middle mine, and that mine changed the whole course of the game. There was actually another issue that for Xerns, his Corvette actually died to the station. So yeah, that was also a big blunder on your team's part.
I originally wanted to send my X-Wings up there after seeing both Boba Fett spawn and just take it out.
So one question about Ryloth. Why did you build 2 turrets up top and then not build the mine?
Because I thought they were just gonna rush it.
Okay. Just like a lot of money
I mean,
invested.
they did send their fighters there, and they just sort of wandered off. It was like just want to just the whole. I don't have too much practice on Ryloth, but I was like, well, let's just see what works. I figured maybe if I built that turret on the top left mine, that might have, instead of one of the turrets at the base at the top right, that could have went better because then we would always have like vision of that mine.
Of course, yeah. Xerns, yes, it did actually. It took quite a long time, probably about a minute to a minute and a half for it to die.
Oh, way longer because it was out of vision for quite some time. I had to
well,
actively.
I'm talking about when it had vision.
Yeah.
It took quite a bit. It was like 3 torpedoes, like at a time, hitting it. Lany, was there any point in both games where you were like, all right, we lost?
Second game. Second game had a point where it was really rough.
Was it because I noticed you had your base mine completely controlled, but you never built it. And
yeah, we didn't have the money at that time. Okay. We overspent.
That's what I thought. I thought when I started seeing IPVs come out at Tech 2 and like pirate fighters, I was like, okay, they have to be broke. There's no way.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised I kept seeing
IPVs. Had to emergency invest into bombers and whatnot.
But like not even game 1, like because game 1 I thought that like the Rebel advantage was a lot bigger than their advantage on Ryloth.
So, Ryloth I don't really know yet. I mean, there's so little high caliber games on Ryloth yet.
So Bothan, you were like completely like, oh yeah, we got this.
On Bothan, everything was going normally, so to speak. We weren't in any kind of leading position, but it wasn't anything unexpected either, so we had to plan to deal with it.
Okay. I gotcha.
Yeah, if Boffin felt normal until I noticed that mine, I was like, okay, this is not good.
Yeah.
That sums up game 1.
Yep. That was the big changing factor. That mine right there gave him the money. You guys had 0 mines. It was over. But you guys had like a big advantage before that though, so I was like convinced you guys were gonna win based off even like not getting that turret. You somehow still won the top.
Yeah, I honestly, like, me not getting it. I screwed up my start again with that. It's like I probably could have got it sooner, but it was like,
No resets. No one taking advantage of that rule.
we considered it on Boffin, but I was like, it's been more than 10 seconds. I don't think we could
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
because it's only 10 seconds.
Oh.
Because we considered resetting because I screwed up my start, but
Yeah. Like you basically debated too long. Basically, yeah. Like when you like mess up your start, you just have to immediately quit or say
yeah.
something in chat immediately.
I didn't realize until like 20 seconds later. That's the thing.
I gotcha. So a question for both teams. This is my opinion, obviously. I feel like Rebels are sided on Bothaway, and I feel like Empire sided on Ryloth. Why did each team pick the factions they did?
Actually, Ormy, wouldn't you agree that Ryloth is rather rebel-sided?
I feel like it's Rebel side just because Empire gets punished a little bit more for killing the base mine versus
Yeah.
Rebels killing the
Did you
Empire base
see
mine.
the struggle we had with the basement because you cannot call in anything there reasonably? It's so close to the edge of the map that the pathfinding is just so bad if you don't get the damage in.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, probably wasted for IPVs and Tartans in all.
you sunk so much money into that.
Yeah,
take it out.
definitely.
That's
But it also had to go down, so we considered it worth it in that moment. So, well, it's
but
it's a weird position there.
I feel like that's the advantage that Rebels have over Empires. Like Rebel, you just
Mm.
send Hondo over and over.
Yeah.
Whereas
Okay.
Empire's like whatever you send there is like it's 90% chance going to die. Your first turn survived. That was actually annoying, but
Well, what's your thought on picking Empire into Bothaway?
We were debating if we had the chance to practice the map in a real environment, what faction are we less certain with? What faction do we want to try? And that was Empire.
Okay. So you pretty much just even consider like, oh, this map's slightly favored, but we feel more, even though it's slightly favored towards Rebels, we're more comfortable with Empire kind of thing. So.
Not comfortable, but we just wanted to see where it goes. We had an idea on how to start Ryloth as Empire, and we wanted to see how it goes.
Okay.
Because with Rebels, we thought, okay, we know what to do with Rebels. We think we have an advantage if we pick Rebels, so we are one game ahead. Let's try the hard thing to do and try Empire.
Makes sense.
actually the thing that threw me off the most was actually you banning Dagobah. Because we were planning to ban Dagobah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So
Dagobah, I feel like it's a 50-50 map as well. It can go either way. So you're trying to pick a map where you think you might have an advantage. And I don't think for us it's Dagobah.
For
So
me,
often.
Dagobah is the map I always screw up on no matter what, just because
Yeah,
when you call in
basically.
fighters, it's just in the most awkward position ever.
For me, Dagobah is a pretty 50-50 map. It's just a lot more lenient towards Empire for making mistakes. So it's like, ideally, it's like perfectly balanced, but it punishes Rebels a little bit more for making mistakes, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
I feel Dagobah is a lot of luck involved.
How so? How so?
In what happens at the top right and bottom left side,
Okay.
there's a lot of times when the what's it called, when the color of the turret's building pad switches from 100% red to 100% green or the other way,
Okay.
and stuff like that happening, and that can have a big impact.
I gotcha. So you're saying it's RNG.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's deterministic, I think, somewhere in the spaghetti of the game engine, but yeah, it's just so much stuff that can. Basically, what Ormy said, right? It's a lot of ways you can screw up on that map, and a lot of things that happen every time, and that makes it feel random, even though it isn't probably.
It's just tilting when you screw up on the map because you feel like you could have done something different, and you try a different way. It's like I feel like you have to play a map 1,000 times just so you can understand exactly how to
Yeah.
get those turrets.
I gotcha. So one last thing, Scythe just mentioned about bumping the restart rule to 15 seconds. What is your opinions on that? From 10 to
Actually,
15.
I didn't even know this rule existed until just now, so
Ooh.
I'm glad it got brought up.
Should probably read the rules.
Yeah, probably. But
Basically, it allows you to where if you mess up your start once per series, so like you can do it in like basically, once out of every best of 3 or best of 5. You mess your start up, you can call for a restart.
Yeah, it's a good rule.
I'm okay
And
15 seconds.
Which I didn't know. Sorry.
I feel 15 is too much because on a lot of maps in 15 seconds you are at the point of interest already.
Yeah, true. You should know
Is it
if
that
you
long?
screwed up in the first 5 seconds actually. So
Well,
10
for
seconds.
example, I know it takes 9.8 seconds for Empire to go to the middle on Geo. So
Yeah.
So 10 seconds does seem pretty good.
I think so too.
Maybe it depends on the map.
And I
Just
think
how
the
long-
rule is designed for like initial screw up. Like both
Yeah.
players go to the same location in the beginning.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
That makes sense. I'm fine if either one, 10 or 15. It doesn't really matter to me.
All right. Well,
I still
that's.
screwed up because it took me 20 seconds. So
Have you considered that you're just bad?
every day.
Shade is being thrown.
There was a lot of I will say there was a lot of Ormy is throwing in the Twitch chat.
New meme.
Love you too, Scythe. Thank you.
Not just Scythe, but he was.
Well, I know it's Scythe for sure. I mean, who else? Scythe is my number one fan for telling me I'm throwing.
I will say that there will be a new command in the EAW server though, after this series.
God.
Not of Ormy, of another participant of his team.
Oh no.
But I guess that's all I have. Is there anything you guys would like to say before I end the stream?
Yes.
Yes.
This game on Ryloth was the most fun game I had in a long time.
Really?
So people don't ban Ryloth all the time. Thank you.
I agree. Ryloth is fun. It's like the one map with a bunch of nebula that I don't mind. Besides Naboo.
When was the gold pack created? In 2009?
Mhm.
Just imagine, this map has been in the game since 2009, and no one even knew how fun it was.
Yeah, true. It's a fun map. I think so as well. So
Do you think, well, I guess with that said, do you think it's a lot more fun than Kuwait?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Is it more fun than Polis, though?
Polis is one too.
No comment.
Alright, well,
what's
with that
Polis
said,
even?
I think we can end stream. A lot of hate for Polis, but yeah. Thank you all for tuning in, and congratulations, Lany and Moonshield, for winning. Best of luck to you, Ormy and Xerns, in future matches. And everyone,
Thank you.
have a nice day.
Thank you, you too.
Same.